In today's video, I want to talk to you about the Ruroc Atlas 2 and the Ruroc Atlas 4 and the main differences between these two helmets. There's a lot, and this helmet, in my opinion, just sitting on the side and looking at it as it is, with all the differences, is a far better helmet than the two. We're going to look at what the differences are overall, and then we're going to take it out on the bike. The first thing, as we look down on the top of the helmet, apart from this huge gouge where I crashed the bike, is the vent at the front on the Atlas 2 has no way of opening and shutting itself. In the Atlas 2, the workaround was actually some bungs that went straight up inside the helmet. On this one, you have a very simple, excellent little toggle, which is perfect, and again, should have been there in the first place. So as we turn the helmets onto their sides like so, we can see that the old helmet has a visor with this dodgy bit of plastic which holds the visor in place. And on the new one, it's far more streamlined with this just whole seamless visor and a button toggle thing, I suppose you would call it, to actually connect the visor to the helmet. If we take the helmet off the Atlas 2, you can see there's this whole over the top mechanism here which connects in, and it was a bit of a fiddly faff to get the visor on and off. On the 4, it's a simple quick twist and you pop the visor off and that's it. And this is actually made of metal as well and not plastic, so it's generally much better quality. And you just push that back in and away you go. As we continue to turn the helmets over, you can see there is a marked difference between the lining on the 2 and the lining on the 4. The lining on 2 is now worn out after over 2 years of use. The chin wind deflector isn't the best fit. On the 4, it's really well fitted. The whole interior just feels more plush, it's more solid, it fits better, and with the Ruroc comfort system inside, which actually also acts as the better shock absorber, the whole thing just feels a lot better on your head. The sizing is slightly different. This is a large and this is a large XL. Now this is for 60cm heads, this is for 60 to 62cm heads. Now I remember when I had the 2 originally, it was quite tight, and this is actually quite tight as well, but it's not uncomfortable. It's very important, but time will tell. I haven't ridden it on the bike yet. This is just a comparison of the 2. The other thing that's very different is the shockwave. Now, people are annoyed about this because if you've already bought a shockwave, why wouldn't it fit in the new one? Obviously, designs move on and things change. The Shockwave 2 buttons are really small, and I got around this by buying a secondary piece of hardware which enabled me to press the buttons on my handlebars. And you can see in my other videos of how I did that, and it's a really good system. The new Shockwave is okay, but the buttons are still could use improvement. But like I say, I don't use them, I only literally turn them on and off by that. And there's a handy little charging port here, which has been upgraded to USB-C, which I think we would all agree is a much better design. The system actually is magnetized. It doesn't screw in like this one. And to get it in and out, you literally just pull it out like so. It's a really nice, snug fit. Apart from those marked improvements on the shell and the lining, there's not a huge amount of difference in the actual overall design. One design feature I really like on this is the new visor mechanism. It's so much more solid and it locks down far better than it did on the 2. If you look at the 2, I'll take the visor off this because it's broken. There's just this little round piece of metal that sticks out and goes for a hole in the visor. Not great in my opinion, but I didn't have any issues with it. I'm just comparing it. Overall, the 4, just sitting on the side here, is a far better helmet than the 2. Probably what the 2 should have been originally. But there's only one way to find out what it's really like, and that's to get out on the bike. So let's go do that now.